Hello. Hi.
Hi, it's me and my big face again.
Big, beautiful faces in the house. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi, my name is EmilyHanhan. This is my dear friend Audra at home, also known as Audra is Sweating. I was going to say during the summer months, but more like 90% of the year. First of all, for everybody who's watching live, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone in the chat, everyone that's lurking. Thank you to all of the mods that keep this space safe and keep us all like doing the things we should be doing. There's a ringing. I wasn't sure if that was just me hearing it or not.
I don't hear ringing.
Oh, now it's gone. That's better. Let me know if it's still there for you, Allie, or anyone. I hear like a little bit, and I'm not sure if it's me or what's going on. Actually, sorry for the slight disruption, but this is important. Wait, I'm going to mute myself and see if it's still there.
Okay.
Was that? It's almost like feedback.
Huh.
Yeah, and your volume is a little bit lower.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix. It's because I yell, so I like. Okay, how about now? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like background feedback noise.
It's definitely not my computer. Let me just look and let me just check another spot. The only other thing it could be is that my dishwasher just stopped, and it does make like a oh, son of a bitch. It does make like a sound.
I wonder, because also, like they were saying, your volume is low. I can hear the ringing more than Audra. Is your headset plugged in all the way? Or is it?
Yeah, it's plugged in all the way. It's got to be coming from my end since I'm the one who can't hear it. Please hold while I access my account.
Thank you all for hanging out with us while we figured this out. And thank you again to the mods. Thank you to patrons, are both myself and Audra, and YouTube members. Yeah, I think your headset might not be working at all.
Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. We're there.
That is much better, at least in terms of volume. Let me know if the ringing is better. I don't hear it now, but I actually do have bad hearing. So like sometimes.
No, I said it was like it has to be coming from my end since I can't hear it. So that's how these things work. It was my dumbass. I forgot that from switching between
I was wondering
OBS.
if you didn't pick the right input on your
Yes.
So I'm just gonna, in case, I doubt I'm actually going to edit that out, but in case we do edit that out, I'll just start from the beginning. Hi, everyone. Hello. Let's refresh. My name is EmilyHanhan. This is Audra at Home, also known as Audra is Sweating. We are tech newbies, not total newbies, but like we figure it out every day. We're learning new things every day. Thank you to everyone that has just sat through figuring that part out and for your patience with all of that, because audio is very important. I feel like sometimes audio is even more important than video and YouTube, depending on the situation. If you are here live, we love seeing you in the chat, interacting, all of that. If you're just lurking, totally good as well. And if you're watching on replay, hello, thank you so much for being here, because we know that replay isn't always the easiest, but we try to make it as fun and enjoyable for everyone in all situations. And I appreciate everybody that like shows up after. Yes, good morrow, everyone.
Good morrow.
Oh, Maisha, thank you. Yes, I'm glad we didn't have to put the live on rice. I mean, I have enough rice I could literally dunk my whole computer in, but I don't want to use my rice that way. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, it's just
Like I said, Audra's doing Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. I'm YouTube and Instagram and Twitter sometimes. So, and lots of technology swapping through. But thank you everyone that's here right now. The Allies and the Cecily and Deja and Maisha and Kathleen and Living Royal Makeup and Stinky Eggs. It's not a phase mom. That's a great name. Bunny and Fawn and Stevie and Sin. And if I didn't say your name, I can't scroll back. My brain is like broken. I'm just like I'm just like, thank you all for being here. Also, I love this. So Cecily got the Petite and Pretty mascara in BoxyCharm, and they're loving it. So
I don't want to say I told you so, but also I told you so. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, I was gonna say, I was like, this name is slightly unfamiliar to me, so welcome, Bunny and Fawn. And anybody else that might be new or just newly saying hello in the chat. We're friendly here. We're friendly. We have boundaries, but we're friendly. Just
back.
Yes, lots of friends here. And oh, proofreading. Oh, Faffy.
That's actually my least favorite thing of all time. I can't proofread my stuff. I can't proofread someone else's. I just spend the whole time being like, I don't know, I guess it looks good. Broop.
And tonight we really just wanted to like, there's a lot going on in the world and America in particular. And it's been happening for a long time, but we just felt like, let's talk about things that make us happy, bring us comfort, like whatever. If you haven't been here before, we'll talk makeup, we'll talk life commentary-ish, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what all we're going to talk about, but we're here to just talk about stuff that is giving us some kind of joy or comfort right now, because it's not easy out there. Rude Feffy. I mean, Feffy's not wrong. I don't want to say I told you so. That's a lie, Audra. It's Taurus season. You know you want to say I told you so. As I've somehow like quadrupled my Taurus friend group in the last 2 to 3 years. Yeah, y'all want to say I told you so. Like, and it's okay.
We do.
As you pointed out, I'm a very petty Sagittarius.
But like you're supposed
but I'm supposed to be. Just like Taurus are supposed to say, I told you so. So exactly. I'm not wrong. I'm also a Taurus. Yeah.
That was like all Taurus energy. I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm a Taurus. I know. Like that entire sentence was just like pure.
I mean, the amount of foundations or brushes or things I picked up because of Audra, like the mascara, the Petite and Pretty one, it's on my list, but it's always $16 on Ulta. And I'm like, I'm not giving you $16 for kids' makeup. Because it's like kids, not saying it can't be good, but it's like kids branding. I'm not spending $16.
But you know what? It doesn't fuck up my eyes.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
You know, and it like holds like a strong curl. Like it holds strong and it doesn't flake and get weird. So it was like, hell yeah.
Yes, everyone gather their energy. Yay.
Sorry, I just burped.
It's okay.
Oh, I just did it again.
I'm still sipping on my iced coffee, so I'm gonna be burping throughout the evening. It's how it happens. Hey, Ani, welcome. So yeah, I pulled out like a couple of things makeup related that are making me happy, but I haven't really prepared much. So I don't know. Do you have anything you want to start with? Since you're
most of what's making me happy is not like necessarily makeup related. Like I told you earlier, I got really excited because I started horror streaming, like doing horror games on Twitch.
Yes.
And I am over the moon because now I can actually like do a live stream on YouTube and then like horror stream on Twitch. And I'm fine. I don't get overstimulated because like horror noises are comfort noises to me. So it doesn't like freak me out. And so like it's kind of cool that I can do that. It's giving me so much joy because I was getting annoyed that I couldn't do like more game play on Twitch. So I was just like, new level unlocked. Plus, I
love
enjoy
it.
playing the horror games. Like, it's such a fun time.
I definitely think that you introducing me to horror is what's made me re-enjoy horror. Not always, but
Yeah.
like as games and same with wrestling appreciation time. So like at the end of almost every stream that you do like anywhere from a half hour to an hour of just wrestling appreciation. I am the middle child with two brothers. I was like growing up and at home in the midst of like the boom of wrestling in the like late 90s, early 2000s. And so I didn't have a choice but to be surrounded by it. And I was like, yeah, I don't really enjoy this. But it's interesting looking back with you and like talking about the theater of it, the stage fighting of it, the like, and like I still like have the like bit of sarcastic, like you gotta be kidding me. But now I'm just like, okay, but like it's like watching a telenovela, but with buffed up dudes and ladies and all genders that because I don't know. And so that's been really funny, actually, because I'm like, oh yeah, The Rock or Triple H or The Undertaker, like giving these weird nostalgic moments where like I don't know as much as you know, but like I'm still like, oh, like having those moments.
I don't like me yelling out like there will be no Triple H slander in this house. No Triple H slander in this house.
And I'm like, but I'm just telling the truth. His forehead looks like Mount Rushmore carved from stone.
First of
that's
all,
not a lie.
Rude. Triple H, like beast, man is a beast. He even went through like this whole phase where he had like he took off all of his hair and he was corporate. It was just such a thing.
Again, not lies. I'm saying the truth. You're just interpreting it differently. That's all.
I know.
No, I'm just messing with you. Your Twitch streams have been bringing me joy. That's for sure. Like just being able to infuriate petties bring me joy all the time. The kitties. But no, I feel like being able to hang out, like Twitch streams really have brought me so much joy over the years. Teresa is dead and Alex is bored first introduced me to Twitch. Like I had heard about it before, but I had not really been active on there. And then they started to actually this reminds me of, we're not going to stand on the keyboard. Okay, fine. I was like, you're not going to stand on a button and close the stream. Please no. But so last night you started playing Until Dawn. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this game. And I realized like this was, I feel like 3 years ago that Teresa and Alex played it on Twitch. And would do these like long streams. And it was because I adore both of them as they're friends. I adore them and I adore them as like creators on the internet, but just like was so much fun because again, it was another community of people that are like, I knew as internet friends. And there's one character in the game who's also Emily, but I'm going to use the C word. She's a cunt. And I use that word in good and bad ways all the time. This isn't a bad way. And I just remember watching those streams and like, they would just be like, she's a fat nana, and then be like, but not you, Emily, in the chat. You're like, sweet baby shit. But it was always so funny because like we were already friends at that point in time. So I was like, obviously not, but it's just hilarious that like you're such adorable humans that you're like, but not you. And I'm like, no, she is a terrible person. So that was also great watching it again, like starting that game with you now. I don't know, that like also brought me so much joy last night.
So like me yelling and flapping my arms around like I'm gonna take flight.
Yes.
Listen, Evil Inside was like, whoo. I was not ready for that. Like I like that scared me. But like once I got through to the end, like I kind of figured it. So like once I got through it, I was like, okay, so now we're gonna do Until Dawn, and then we're gonna do The Evil Within 1. And I'm just gonna keep waiting for Far Cry 6 to come out, like whenever the hell that is.
Yes. Hey Tina.
Hi Tina.
Glad you walked into just me being the full foul mouth piece of trash that I am.
You are not a piece of trash.
Trash is lovable. Trash is lovable.
You are lovable trash.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Audra's laugh brings joy, brings happiness. I love that though. No, I've loved that you like are getting to like know yourself and find different ways to be able to stream and not get like the overload in terms of wait, did you play Dead by Daylight once? Was that
I
the
tried
one?
it.
Was that the one that was super creepy and just like no?
Listen. I tried it. I will. We will see. We will see. Because you have to like do it with other people.
Oh, that was the one that you did one time and you were just like, I don't know who's here and all of that. So yeah, I would be interested to see if coming back to horror, coming back to a game like Dead by Daylight after getting used to playing horror, if it would be different.
Yeah.
Or also if you could find a group like, you know, maybe if Zombie Girly would play kind of like
Jess
a group
would.
of people that you know.
Jess has been trying to get me to do it, and I've been like,
we should do it. Let me know what's gonna happen so I can make sure to tune in because I don't think I can play. I don't think I have the system to do that, but I will watch and be the supportive people. Actually, it's making me happy because Tina, you finally inspired me to film. I don't know when I'm gonna edit and put it up, but I filmed a video today about 5 products that like I fell into the hype and are not worth it.
And you're like, I'm so angry.
And there are a couple of things that we've agreed upon, Tina, that we both dislike or hate, have a vehemently bad reaction to. So I like being able to like talk about it and just like rant it out and then throw it away.
You're like, it's trash.
But yeah, that made me happy actually. Oh yes, Tina swatches are the best. The best.
I know. I was just watching. I feel like I was just watching I think it was your melt video.
Oh, Tina's. Yes. The Mary Jane. I think I fell asleep to that video because I woke up and I was like, oh, this is on. I need to pause it so I actually watch it. And I have it. Yeah. This is relevant.
I loved that video so much. Like, it feels like lipstick on your face. It's sticky.
This is relevant. I literally said in my video, I would throw these, but they're glass and my floor breaks everything. Okay. Chat always makes me so happy. Like I love like you saying, hey girl, I did your one shadow look from your MJ palette review. I got so many compliments on it. I love a good one shadow look also.
Good morning, Australia.
Oh, good morning.
I would drop an Australian no, but I don't know how to drop an Australian no.
As they do it.
It was like a trend on TikTok for a while because I don't know if Black people like to spell out words for real. And so Black people would run up on Australian TikTok and hear the way Australians would pronounce no. And so all the Black people just started trying to spell out the Australian no, and like somebody spelled like NAAAUUUR, and it was just like, so it became a whole thing. No. So we don't know. So it's like all in good like love. It's not actually trying to make fun of Australians, just in case you felt that way. Like that is not it.
No, I don't know. What else is making you happy, Audra?
Well, today one of the things that really made me happy was Beau was like on massive
Cuddle Fest.
Like Cuddle Fest. Like it was like he is probably why I knocked out into like a whole other realm. Like I woke up from deep space after we took our little nap, and he just he's been like you saw him. He puts his like arms around me and puts his head down. It's just too much. And I was like,
I love it. You sent me so many videos of just like you're like laying and just like stuck. Like just
Yeah.
like because he's literally on top of your body and just
Holding on.
yes.
Like he's holding it with his paws, and then I'd be like, and I don't make him stay like this. You can see he has moved and he has cuddled more in his movements. Like
I love it. I adore it. Oh, Liz, that's amazing. Liz says the fact that I'm better
Yay.
meds and I'm coming out of a depressive episode is making me happy. That is worth celebrating for sure.
That is worth celebrating. And y'all can tell us what's making you happy too in the comments.
Yes,
because like
please do.
This is just like the world is basically a shit show that doesn't seem to be getting any better. And that Tool song was correct. Anyways, please flush it all away.
Please.
Anyways, yeah. So what else is making you happy?
Well, I've been slowly reorganizing a lot of my single shadows, and I have 2 different palettes, but like this one not 2 different. I don't have just 2 palettes, but I pulled 2 of the palettes that are making me happy. First of all, Tina actually sent me these beautiful Tarte palettes, which make me happy. But
Tina's so kind.
Tina's the best. But also, I have to share. Oh, it's missing 2 of its shadows. Oh well. Oh, this beauty. So these are all of my Cleona shadows plus anything that I have that's considered a multi-chrome. And the satisfaction that is these shadows in this square palette, it's a lot. And
I'm beautiful.
Here's the thing is that I'm still always going to shop. I'm a makeup goblin, but putting them together, they were together in a different palette, but like putting them together, putting in other multi-chromes. And I also I tried to organize them by their formula because they have different formulas. So like they have iridescent, they have glitter. I don't have perfectly set up, but then they have like vibrant and the jeweled, and I think these are the hybrid. So I also like know them better. So as I'm using them, I can like get to know more of the formulas because I still felt like I had gotten a like 3/4 of these at one time. And then in the last couple months, still wasn't like reaching for them. So I think because the palette they're in is so much nicer, and then I put them together in a way that is helping my brain understand them more. Yeah. Also, Leary has been in the process of moving, and I wanted to congratulate you because I know that that's a lot. So
excuse me.
I love that the pipe clothes rack at a day early. Amazing. That's awesome, Leary. That is very cool. So
I've just been popping up all the joyful things that have been going on as you talk it too. So that way.
Yes. But yeah, so that is like a little makeup-y thing that has made me very happy and made me understand that like I still am going to want to shop, but I know that like I have a lot of goodness already that I need to be playing with more. So,
well, then I guess I should not say that I just picked up the April releases bundle from Terra Moon.
No, say it.
It made me happy.
I'm not judging anyone shopping. I'm still shopping. I'm still doing those things. I still want more Terra Moons. I have my iridescent palette with some Terra Moons in there. I still totally want more, but yeah.
Essentially, what's been happening is, whatever the fuck I want. But I'm also birthday shopping. I'm getting all like. Because so for those of you that don't know, if you haven't been here and you don't know, and this is your first live, Audra has issues with object permanence is a huge issue in my life. I order things and then I forget that I've ordered the things. So then everything just arrives and I'm like, holy shit, what is this? Where did this come from? So it's very exciting for me. I'm always surprising myself. But anyways, I've been doing my birthday shopping and I'm like, yes. And I got birthday presents. That's the other thing. I got some birthday presents at my P.O. box that I haven't opened yet because just in case anybody else sent something, I wanted to have like all of it and open it all together.
That's amazing. Okay. I want to congratulate Thorn for launching their store, which I have linked in the chat. So y'all should go click through. I don't know if it's actually active, but yes. Also, I love the idea of a birthday haul. That sounds amazing. Also, Leary, I want at least a Gucci lipstick. I don't know if I'm going to buy any of the new formula, and I'm not saying I'm buying them anytime soon, but I do want to try. But I realize the newest formula might be too balmy for what they're charging for. Yeah. Well, and also this is very true. Okay, I've had this conversation with Audra and with Alex. I'm calling sincerely Alex out too, where I'm like, how am I supposed to know what to send you for your birthday if you order the things? I mean, I already know what I'm getting you, Audra, but I still roasted you for I roasted Alex for this.
You see how my face went like,
I'm
like, I don't know, because I generally don't expect anything for my birthday.
I think that's one of the reasons why the Adept Plain Jane palette still brings me so much joy, besides the formula, is like LGG, that fam, like, sent me that for my birthday. Like, I bought it, and then somebody, Toya from the group, DM'd me and was like, no, why'd you do that? And luckily Adept was able to cancel my order. So anyway, but it besides the fact that it's such a pretty palette, I try not to get too sentimental with makeup. That's one thing that I've been pretty good about, but I do know that I'm gonna have a bit of a sentimental connection with that.
I'm still gonna have my Jackie Aina palette, because that's what before I got that palette and my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts, before I got those, I had been living in a world where I was like, I'm just terrible at makeup.
I remember that.
I just don't know how to do it. Simple looks are the best thing for me because I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know where that voice came from. We're gonna leave it alone. But when I got the Jackie Aina palette and the Colored Rain, I was like, oh wait, oh. I think I know how to do some makeup. So
yes, I remember, because I was like, oh, the first two palettes you bought for yourself are Queen of Hearts and Jackie Aina. Fuck yes! I was just so excited for you before you even got them. I was like, oh, these are going to change Audra's world.
And they did.
I just knew it. I was like, these are going to change your world. And they did.
They did. I just continued. Hi, Magic Girl Cokie.
Welcome.
Wait, is it Mac Girl Cokie? There we go.
Mac Girl Cokie. But I totally saw Magic as well.
I did too. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good.
Please, Hannah, don't hurt him.
Oh, I love this, Feffy. Feffy, I have the forever, I've been saying this for almost a year now. I have a package that I am going to send to you. But
Bojangles?
I literally don't miss the South except for Bojangles. And I do not joke. I do not miss the South except for Bojangles.
The way we both made the same fucking sound when we saw Bojangles, we were both like, ah.
I don't miss it. Except for
their biscuits,
those damn biscuits and the spicy chicken.
The biscuits are so good. Those biscuits give everything. Those biscuits give.
I'm just give. Also, Shadowless, I'm not highlighting your comment. I'm pretending I didn't see that. Even though I literally haven't eaten at Bojangles in over a decade now. Probably.
Years. I haven't eaten at Bojangles in a year.
I still have a weird sentimental attachment to fucking Bojangles.
Because the biscuit was so flaky and buttery.
Yes.
And it was salty. Oh,
salty. God. That's the thing, is that people that don't salt their baked goods, I'm like, you need to add salt. And obviously they added to an extreme.
Yeah.
But
it's so good.
We
so
do.
Good.
But I mean, they need a Bojangles beyond in New Jersey or New York, but I have a feeling nobody would probably be able to do it right.
Yeah, they can't. See, this is the thing. As soon as they move it, it'll do like Del Taco did. Because let me just tell you, Del Taco's not good. Okay, it's okay. You like Del Taco when you are a shwasted college student and you need 10 tacos and they're 69 cents each for a chicken taco, and it's that. It's delicious then, right? But And you could also be sober, you know, because you were broke, and it was still good. And their fries were good. The problem was, as soon as they move these like chain restaurants that are chains in one area of the country everywhere, I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
Like the actual, like the quality completely is just gone. That's why Fatburger won't do it. Fatburger has repeatedly said they will not expand their chains because they're like, with the few stores we have, we are able to keep quality and keep everybody enjoying it the way that it's meant to be enjoyed. So they will not, and they've had offers multiple times to franchise, and they have not done so. And that was in my 20s when people were asking about that, and it's here I am about to be 41, and they're still not doing it. They're like, nope.
By the way, Audra, what are on your eyes? Because it's beautiful.
I can't tell, but you know.
Oh, I know. I just mentioned the brand earlier, but different palette if you've been paying attention. Oh, I love it. I love
Fatburger, because Fatburger makes a turkey burger on a completely separate grill with a completely different spatula. They don't even mix and match them.
That's really cool. I've never had Fatburger. I've heard about it, but I've never had it.
Yeah, like one side is for the turkey burgers and one side is for the beef burgers, and so the two don't meet, and they like actually respect it's like they had the thought to respect the fact that the reason people don't want turkey is because they don't like or want beef, and so they really made it so they were like, your turkey burger will not have beef juice on it, and I was like, thank you. Beef juice also sounds disgusting when you say it out loud, and I'm sorry.
Yes, it does. Oh, I just loved both of our reactions at Bojangles. Like, I might have to make a fast food delivery order just for the hell of it tonight, because I'm like, by the time we're done streaming, I'll be like, yeah, let's get something trashy delivered to my door.
I love trashy fried chicken.
Like, so good. Okay,
so good.
I'm going to show the other palette that is making me very happy, my other reorganized palette. And these are all of my iridescent shadows, or most of them. So we have like Terra Moon over here. We have Divina, some from Looksy, some from Beauty Bar Baby, some from Shine by SD. Terra Moon is probably my favorite, although I have to be honest, I was comparing the shine on these versus the Cleona iridescents, and the Cleona are better.
Ooh.
Just saying.
I still haven't opened my Cleonas.
I'm gonna fly to Texas and just take them and be like, you don't deserve these.
No, this is the thing. I am delaying my satisfaction. And I know you're like, Audra, it took like 4 months for it to get there. Don't care.
But actually, sometimes that happens. See, that's the thing, is that when I got my Cleona shadows, like, I used them right when I got them, but it still, it was like, it took a while to get them. And then it still was like, oh, wait, I do have those. So I do kind of get it in terms of like using them. Oh. That's gonna make me happy. Spoiler, this weekend filming. Stevie, yes, you are edging yourself. As somebody who's perhaps knowledgeable at that, that's exactly what you're doing.
I swear, listen, it's because, okay, so there's a couple reasons why, because one of the things that is making me happy is reorganizing my space, right? Hey. And there's stuff that I'm like not opening because until I which I'm probably going to do tomorrow sometime, but there's like another piece that I'm filming for Patreon with my reorganization for the members in Patreon, and I'm filming that. And
welcome.
And once I have that part done, then I'll be able to finish the reorganization here. So I don't want to open those into the chaos.
I get that. Yes. Yeah, I've done, like I said, I've been reorganizing my singles, and actually I decluttered a bunch. I am trying to film that. That's going to be a process, but
yeah, I got to do that too.
That has made me happy in that, like, I'm being a little bit more ruthless than I thought I might be, But I'm also at the same time not surprised because I'm being ruthless with stuff like palettes, where I'm just like, look, I don't reach for these. I reach for my single shadows. Why am I holding on to it if I'm not reaching for it? Like, if I can't remember the last time I used this, even if it still swatches nice, there's no reason for me to have it in my collection. And so, yeah, that's been interesting. Yeah, so that's been an interesting thing. But I love, you're like, every day, like you'll show me something you worked on, and I'm just like, I'm fucking impressed by you, because you're just like, I did this, and I'm just like,
Emily, I did a whole TikTok to the theme of Adele.
Amazing. I need to catch up with the TikToks.
Here, I'll let y'all listen to it. The singing's not good, but hold on.
Doubtful.
I got organized. Hold on, here we go. I'm such a nerd. So like, prepare yourselves, because like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was like, hello, I got organized. I even got my shower right. And I kept things neat, cause I kept it simple. And I really should have done this before. And I accidentally made it into a loop. So as soon as it ends, it starts over again with me going, hello. So
your fucking talent makes me mad. I'm just kidding.
Like, I was like, it was like rolling around in my head and it wouldn't let go. So I was like, okay.
This is a good question from Stevie. What eye look should they aim for during this live stream?
Final girl in the horror film.
Interpret as you wish. I was gonna say, if you have any, because I know not everyone has, perhaps something with a multi-chrome, because I think we're both wearing, I don't know if you're necessarily, yeah, you can't really see mine in the light, but yeah, I will say, y'all, like, random people, I like that, work, got it. Yes. Like, randomly people have been sending me gifts, like friends and like subscribers, and that also that has been really, really like lovely. I will spoil the surprise, because I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna actually talk about this in a video, but, and I don't know if they want me to actually say their name, but somebody sent me
I haven't even get to see it in person yet.
This is what I have on my eyes and my face. That not only is it the Divine Rose 2, it's the chrome pink one. I was like, what the fuck? Because like the box was shipped directly from Pat McGrath, and I was like, what did this person get me from Pat McGrath? What did they? And then I opened it, and I was like, excuse the fuck out of you.
Yeah, somebody like, sent me stuff from
you see the multi-chrome in the mirror?
Yes.
That's what's on my, I mean, I have a bunch of colors from this on. I used it for blush, for highlight, for everything today. So gifts are nice. And this is from somebody that's
nice.
Honestly, like, I didn't get a lot of gifts going into adulthood, between like adulthood and like I would say the last year. I feel like I wasn't getting like a lot of gifts in my life. And so in the last year, it's been like, I really do appreciate every gift, because I'm just like, damn it, y'all. You're so sweet.
Oh, man.
And I never want to like brag about like gifts, because I know that it's difficult. It's hard for everybody.
Take it back. First and foremost, here's what I'm going to say. Gifts are things that you should always brag about, because when people are kind enough to send you gifts, and no matter what shape or form, that means that they thought about you, and you should be happy to be able to share that people thought about you. It doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody could send me another fucking snake ring, and I'd be like, thank you for the other snake ring, and I'm going to brag about the shit, because I'm very excited. You should be allowed to be excited, and you don't have to take that back ever. I'm sorry I snapped on you, but
no, it's good, because that's it's a YouTube thing. It's a being a person of the internet thing. It's like, I don't want to to brag in a way that makes people weird, but I also have realized that's very much like other people pushing their feelings on me. That's not my own, like, my responsibility. Thank you, Thorn.
That is
Thank you both. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Because gifts are my love language, both giving and receiving them. So it does feel extra special.
I love receiving gifts. I just have a fairly hard time telling anyone what it is that I want.
Yes.
So I I do like a I like passively getting, so like one of the things that I will do is I'll be like, I will put together an Amazon wish list. Yay.
No, that's great though.
And then
like,
that
if
way,
people want to put together I think putting together a wish list is perfect, because then it's their choice whether, like, everyone can choose if they want to get you a gift but they want to spend $15, they can do that, or if they want to spend more than that, they can. So
yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like having a wish list in some ways. But yeah, it's interesting being like, oh, things that are making me happy, because it's not usually the thing. It's the feeling that's connected to it. Like the makeup, it's the rediscovering, like reorganizing and rediscovering. It's the gift. It's the feeling behind the gift. So I think that's the other thing that I always think about when I'm like, oh, this thing is making me so happy. But then I'm like, but it's more. And obviously a thing can make you happy all you want. If it's just purely like, it's really pretty and that makes me happy, fuck yeah. My jewelry makes me happy. Like, my rings, my, like, having pretty nails on, all of that makes me happy. But a lot of times it's also like the feelings that are related to that. So
because it's like, oh shit,
I'm
so sorry.
That's also making me happy, so that's okay.
I always have trouble turning it down when I want to turn it down fast. When I don't want to turn my phone down fast, it's just like I'm like
relatable.
Yeah, like because I have 3 of these rings, by the way. I have 3 of them in different sizes. And I like, my fingers are just going to be covered with snake rings and I don't care. And like one other ring. Like I don't, because that's the ADHD obsessive thing that comes in, where I'm just like, I like this and only, well, actually that's more, it's kind of it's both of the things that I like this thing. And I'm like, well, I just want it to all look like that. And then it's like, well, Audra, you can't have a handful of snakes. I'm like, yes,
you can. I would actually take a million rings that have this like rainbow opal. Like, this is not a fancy ring. I have fancy jewelry on. This is not a fancy one at all. It's just like a costume, like rainbow opal thing. I would take rings of all different designs with that stone in and just cover myself in. So
because like,
thank you, Thorn.
I love that. I'm always too lazy to name my wish list, so they're always called shit like or mine are probably going to be called like, I think the one I'll put together is going to be called Yonk 2. Yonk 2, and that's going to be the list. Like, just sitting there. If you want to, you can. And only other Southern people are really getting a handle on that. Yonk 2. That's why Emily's losing her.
I love this list though. I also love like people that have like very specific, like, just a couple of like, so Liz says, I'm so transparent. Everyone knows to buy me quirky earrings and makeup. Like, it's just like, you have your things and people know it. And that's amazing. I like Thor's different spellings. Yont. Yont
too.
Exactly. I know exactly what you mean, as Deja says. Oh my gosh. If I had a relationship with somebody who could never take, first of all, this is not criticizing you, Angie, but I don't think hints are the way to communicate what you want. You actually talked about this in your relationship video advice today.
I did.
Where it's like, if somebody is not good at interpreting or taking notice of like, oh, this is a need that they have, let me get them something that will satisfy that. make a wish list. And if you don't understand how to use the wish list, then I probably don't want a gift from you. And that's being rude, perhaps. But that's the kind of gift giving I spent my entire life receiving, where it's just random shit where you're like, okay, but I didn't ask for any of this. Like,
because it's very, I don't think people realize, I don't think people truly understand like how rough it was before the internet when it came to gift giving. Now, don't everybody get mad at me, but before the rise of the internet, people got you things, and you were always told, well, you should just be grateful that they thought of you. And I'm like, but did they? Did they think of me? Because none of this says me at all. Which, if you couldn't afford something or you couldn't buy something, I would be happier if you got me nothing than when people are just like, here is this horrible bath set that's pink from Walmart because you liked pink at the time. And it's not the problem that's from Walmart, but it is from Walmart, and it's a bath set and it's all pink. And I'm like, I don't know if y'all are going to understand that the smell pink and the color pink,
two different things,
don't correlate.
They're
so
not the same.
So just people were just like giving you random, and you were just sitting there like,
and the worst, I'm not gonna say the worst, because there's a lot of gift giving. I know for a lot of people has a lot of trauma and different layers of trauma, different kinds of trauma. But for me, it was frustrating where I had family that would be like, make a wish list, and then would ignore the list.
Yes.
And I'm just like, even pre-internet, because even during the internet, they didn't use Amazon wishlist or any of that. Even as a kid writing your letter to Santa, again, I'm not saying you owe me certain gifts or certain monetary values, but I'm like, write a list, and then you get your gifts and you're like, okay, yeah. So it's like, I think, I don't know, I think that gift giving can be so, this is going to sound dramatic, but so beautiful. And I would rather it be that than just be like, well, I have to do this because it's a certain, exactly. What was the list for? Like, you got my expectations up by asking for a list. Just don't ask for the list.
Yes.
Like, that's all. Oh, and if I had hobbies, though, I would get random, like, I'm like, oh, well, I like art. I would get crafts, or like a random, like, cheap craft set where I'm like, okay, but I'm like doing, maybe it's drawing. And instead I got like plastic lanyard making set. And I'm like, but they're not the same.
I'm dead ass right now, like, muerte. Like, yes, like, it just, there was something about the way people would do that. Be like, well, make a wish list. You'd be like, okay. They're like, we're getting you nothing on it, not a damn thing.
Yeah.
Instead, we're getting you bunches of things that you did not want.
That was the other
None
part
of it is what you wanted.
Bunches of things, but nothing that I wanted. And I'm just like,
we're going to dinner at Chili's. I'm like, I definitely did not want this. I did not want to eat at Chili's. I hate eating here. And everybody comes here be like, the ribs slap though. I'm like, have you had ribs? Have you?
Have you eaten actual ribs from like a barbecue joint?
Thank you. If you have not had ribs, like, listen, go to Heart8 and then you try to eat that piece of shit, chewy, hard crap that Chili's is serving to you, telling you that it's full off the bone, baby back ribs slathered in our shitty sauce.
It's good. And I'm like, your sauce just has sugar and salt in it. You put sugar and you put MSG. That's fine. Everyone does that. That doesn't make it special.
I need to like do that. I need to start doing the voiceovers for Chili's. Here's our disgusting fall off the bone ribs slathered in our extra shitty sauce. You and your family will enjoy your DDD. I don't want to say it because you'll get demonetized if I say it.
Yeah. So anyway, I love that I can actually it makes me happy that I can talk about gift giving and not get the judgment of like, but you didn't appreciate gifts you. It's like I can appreciate the thought, but when there's no thought there.
Yeah, I think that helps. I feel like I am happy to be able to talk about that as well.
The way that just hit me deep in my soul. Make a wish list so we know exactly how to not make you happy.
We are actively trying to irritate you, and we cannot do that if you don't make the list. So make the list because we can't irritate you if we don't have it. Like, how are we supposed to ruin your life without the list?
Y'all in the chat make me so happy. You're so like sharp and insightful and kind and oh.
I'm like, while we're talking, I'm like going through, I'm like privating make sure, because I think almost all of my Amazon wish lists are private, but I'm like privating everything except for one. So it's easy for if anybody wanted to do that. It's like, let me just put it all in one space. Mom.
Both. Why not both? Am I sharp or just bitter? The world may never know. You can be both.
Beau, I'm just gonna delete that because it's horrible. Beau is making me happy right now. His snores, not just like his snuggles, but he is adorably snoring behind me, and it is honestly one of my favorite things.
Oh, I love it.
Like when he's just back there snuffling, just like.
It's just the little noises, like the little like, and then where the way you're sitting and he's there, I bet you're getting it like kind of like right at the back of the ears,
like right there. I love it. Aww. It makes me so happy.
Oh, exactly, Beau Bear.
He is such like a sweet angel. Like if y'all have not happened to show up on any of the gaming streams, he shows up to try to save me from the bad guys. He's like, why are you screaming? I'm like, I'm scared, but it's okay.
Okay, anytime any animal does something in their dream, like when they start doing this.
When he goes, I'm like, I love you.
Hey, Beauty Jacked, and hey, Pollyanna. Welcome. We are in the midst of talking about what's making us happy, kind of wrapping it up. Talked about gift giving, and now the doggos, the pets, the sweetness. It's really nice. It's so funny when you're like, I guess like to get the calm energy of like your pet, especially if you're not in a calm mood. They're just like sleeping behind you, and you're like, okay, that's good.
Like. Especially because it's been unseasonably cold. Like people say that, but you know what? Every April around my birthday, Texas weather acts the fuck up. It just starts tripping.
Spring is the fucked up season because it does that in New York too, in terms of like it got chilly again, and I'm literally like in my onesie, like
yeah. One year it hailed on my birthday, and I was like, "Oh, I just got a new car." It was a brand new car too. It was a Chevy. Chevy.
I don't know.
Chevy. It wasn't a Camaro, so nobody say Camaro. That's not it. It was a Chevy. I'm just gonna stop
because I literally don't know cars. Like don't know them. So Cavalier.
Yes.
I like the word, not a Camaro. Thank you, Angie and Stampit for Cavalier.
First of all,
and Deirdre.
I love y'all because y'all were bearing with me as I sat there going, I
honestly, I'm just gonna let you go until you decided to either stop or somehow figured out the answer. Because I was like,
sat there and struggled. I was like, okay. Because I kept like going, if I move my mouth in like kind of a funny little way, like the actual word will come
like,
from the back of my brain and like pop to the front and then pop out of my mouth. So I sat there. Bye, Thorn. We love you.
Oh,
So I just
bye,
literally
Thorn.
sat there
Have
just trying to
fun.
figure it out. So yeah, my Chevy Cavalier was bomb. I had an 04 or an 03. Yes, I like it was so it was a black, okay? It had all of the things that you could have in the car. And like it was $289 a month, okay? It was a Chevy Cavalier fully loaded, you know. And that was before like leather seats were like a normal thing of fully loaded. It was still a cloth seat, but it was like a badass cloth seat. I was beside it was sporty and I could roll the windows down and flick my cigarette. Don't get on me for that. And I was just very like, because listen, I am trying to set Texas on fire, allegedly. Just kidding, maybe not. And then
It's a joke.
and I was just like having a good time, like cruising around, listening to like metal screaming through. Like I thought I was so cool.
I mean, you were. It sounds like.
I think that I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were. You were.
Yeah.
And so that was your birthday when it hailed.
Yeah, it hit.
car.
Like I literally just got it. I was like, yeah. Oh.
I'm like, my birthday, I'm always like, my birthday is in the fall. I don't care. It's the end of November. It's still the fall. And New York is always just like, fuck you. It's the winter. And I'm like, it's the fall, motherfucker. Oh,
you were
Silver
so
Veil.
cool.
Yes, you were so cool. Exactly. Oh, I love it. I just love like the random memories. I like that you literally drove the brakes off, Deja. Like,
I would have kept that car and paid it off if it weren't for my shitty financially irresponsible at the time and me allowing him to be financially responsible because I wasn't great at being financially responsible ex-husband who convinced me to get a Dodge Ram, which I did. And I like driving it, except for like when it was raining and I did like a couple 360s in the bitch. Not on purpose. Not on purpose.
That would be a no for me for driving that ever again.
Good news. I now know how to turn into a skid. I actually did not turn into a skid. What I did is I just took my hands the fuck off the wheel, took my hands off the brake, and just kind of let things settle. Like let my foot off the brake, let my hands off the wheel, and was like, just settle, car.
I feel like only you would do something like that and like be successful. Like that is your power. I'm over here like stressed just thinking about skidding into a 360 and then you start talking about taking your hands off the wheels and the brakes and I'm just like, see, this is why I don't drive.
Settle.
Exactly, Feffy. It is good that I cannot. Okay. Like,
no, I still don't know how to drive. I'm a terrible driver. No, I'm a good driver. I just like hate driving. I get bored. So was my mother. My mother is also.
Love the Tokyo drift on I-75 Central Dallas.
That is true.
I'm sure
Most
that's how you
freeways...
do it, but like anxiety is hard. Okay.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, because everybody always told you like, oh, when you start skidding you turn into the skid. You let the fuck go of the wheel, get your foot off of the gas and off of the brake. You just let it just like be like, because they'll tell you to turn into the skid, but here it's like raining and all that. You don't know which because like once the car starts skidding, you have no
I
fucking
feel like I wouldn't
clue
know
what direction you're
like
going.
Once it starts turning one way or the other, I feel like my brain would just be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, how do I turn? Because the thing is, when it's raining, that whole like, thank you, you let Jesus take the wheel, because when it's raining, you don't have any idea which direction you started turning. Like, because the skid happens out of nowhere here when it's raining like that, and you just don't know, like, you don't know. So, so you just let go. You're like, all right, well, fuck it. Nah.
Jesus, my copilot. Oh. What makes me happy is not having to drive. That's for sure.
For real.
Oh, Anna, that bitch can't drive me. Don't forget, the first comment was, Jesus is my co-pilot. And Jesus is that bitch that can't drive.
Well, wait. You got Jesus on the dashboard, but the devil's in my hood. Taking it down illegal, pulling it up to no good. God is your copilot. I let Satan right shotgun. Split Satan right shotgun. Yes, that was from I now remember it. Bloodhound Gang. You
Oh,
got
it was
Jesus
like,
in the
I don't
dashboard,
know.
but the devil's under my hood. Taking it down illegal, pulling it up to no good. God is your copilot. I said, yeah. I remember that. Because as soon as like I kept trying to figure out like Jesus is my co-pilot, and it like linked back. See, this is how my brain works, and I won't let it go.
I love it. 90s alert. Exactly.
Listen, my favorite Bloodhound line, I think, is gonna probably be like spreading quicker than your mom had a feel, but don't cop it. Like, yeah, so you'll be, but that's because you dropped it.
That's a that's a great 1-2 punch.
I was like, ouch. They were a good time.
They were.
They were a really good time.
They were.
Like, obviously, it doesn't age well with concerns to slurs and whatnot, but like, nothing does.
Nothing ages well.
Nothing ages well. There's shit like right now that's not going to age well. In like 5 years, we're going to be like, oops.
The way, though, looking back at like 90s, 2000s, 2010s stuff, I'm just like, wow, how far we've come. Like,
y'all prep yourselves because that's going to be a thing.
it actually reminds me of like the random things that also make me happy is like watching shows like Criminal Minds or Law and Order. And I remember just recently I was binging Law and Order, which isn't even that great, but like they had a whole episode and I was like, the way they're talking about, and then I looked up, it was like 2005-ish, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, at least that was 15 years ago. Like, because I was like, was this like 5 years ago or like 15? Because you can never, it's timeless. You can never really tell. I can never really tell with Law and Order. And I was just like, yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back, which I'm going to be doing it. So like, I probably am filming it this weekend, hopefully, if I do it right. But like, you go back and watch this, and you're like, oh my god, really? Why are we doing this? Like, why were we like this? Why did we allow this to be our situation?
Yeah, it was not good. And obviously, like, there are so many movies where I'm just like, oh no. But like, it's just, I don't rewatch a lot of I don't really rewatch like older movies as much, I think, as like you do, Audra. And so for me, I don't always like see that as often as you do. And then sometimes I see it and I'm just like, I need to wash my eyes out with bleach because, wow, I thought this was good at one point in time.
Yeah, I have to put it up for a vote because I have like 2 movies that I'm like trying to, I'm going to watch and do. Not like Jamie French because I really don't have that kind of energy. Like, I don't know what they're made of, but like, I can't green screen myself into shit. I can't do. So anyway, the point is, I'm going to be going back and like looking at movies that I used to love, and I'm going to have the patrons and the channel members vote between these 2 movies. Like, which one of these are we going to do first? Because I think it's going to be hilarious.
That's amazing. I just wanted to mention, in case you missed this, so these are press-on nails. They're like and I link them. They're from a brand called Clutch Nails, but I bet there are indie brands that have polishes like this out there, like the blue to purple, teal to blue to purple multi-chrome polishes.
Yeah,
ILNP would probably have some. There's other brands too, but these are press-ons. They came like this, so they're also making me happy.
I know. So these ones are like the last.
I was gonna say, I love.
Come. I like making my fingers look like angry spiders coming to get you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
But yeah, I think that was I'm feeling that like live stream energy draining away. So
Yeah, I got you.
we've been going on for about an hour, which I think is our sweet spot these days because, you know, we're here twice a week and doing other shit.
I'm old and sweaty.
That too. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for sharing like stuff that are making you happy in the chat because it really helps. And if anyone's watching in replay and you want to share things in the comments that are making you happy, we would love to see that and read about that. And thank you again for hanging out with us. Reminder, since next week is New Makeup Nonsense week, we're just going to be streaming on Thursday on your channel because it's
I forgot it's my
birthday celebrations on
How
Thursday.
did I forget it's my birthday? And I just said my birthday is this month, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I keep forgetting that that this month is almost over, and I'm just like, oh god. But yeah, so next week Thursday will be the one stream, but you should follow Audra on Twitch and follow us all the places in case other things happen. And like I said, we'll both have new fun videos out on Monday and before that, after that, whatever. But you know the drill. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us, for being here, for watching on replay. If you got this far, like the video if you can, share it out, do all those things. And most importantly, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday because you are worth it. Bye, everyone.
I love that so much.